G'day, Spark Millie here, and welcome back to our McLaren Motorsport Manager F1 2021 Manager Mod save. Alright, so welcome back. I hope you are all having a fantastic day today. We are back with McLaren for the Paul Ricard GP in France. Hopefully we can back up some great results earlier this season with another good one. It looks like it's going to be a pretty straightforward weekend in the sun and the clouds, but just before we get started here, we're going to go through our comments. So our first comment here is from Nightbot. He says, Ricardo does it again. Amazing team performance, 5 podiums, loving series so far, keep it up. It's so good being able to do well with McLaren here. 5 podiums in 7 races is honestly better than I thought we were going to do, and thank you so much for the constant support in the series as well, Nightbot. Nin Minko says, thought that this was a live stream, good way to pass the time whilst I wait though. Yeah, so we actually did the live stream the same time that it came out. The live stream started and we uploaded the video at the same time, so it might have been a little bit confusing, but yeah, I won't be streaming McLaren live. Nin Minko also says, 5 podiums is huge, great job. Yeah, just like I was saying before, also to see the 5 podiums. Thanks so much for the constant support as well, Nin Minko. Peter Play says, yes, Danny Rick, love these videos, one of the best out there, so thank you so much for the support. Again, it's awesome to see some support for Danny and Lando Norris. You know, we have equal drivers here, both drivers are just as good as each other, so awesome to see. Peter M says, happy birthday, so thank you. It was my birthday when that video went live, so thank you so much for that. I had an awesome time. It was actually amazing, you know, being able to spend some time on the stream as well, chatting to you guys. I had so much fun. Hope you guys did too. And then probably my favorite comment in the last episode was by Riley Hall. He said, hey mum, I'm in a YouTube video. That was actually the pinned comment. I love that comment so much. Had a good laugh at that one, so cheers for that one, Riley. And Riley also says, keep up the good work, so thanks for that one as well. Zach says, great race from Daniel Ricciardo. So another Daniel Ricciardo support message was awesome to see. Thanks for leaving your comments, Zach. And then Zach says, sorry for so many comments last episode. Honestly, man, don't even worry. It was all points that I wanted to address anyway, because most likely if you have a question, everyone has the same question. Well, not everyone, but others have the same questions, so don't worry about leaving too many comments. I replied to all of them, so no worries there. So those were all our comments from last episode. So remember, if you want to be in the next episode featured, leave a comment down below and I'll put it in the next episode. Okay, so where we usually start the episodes is look at the part that's in progress and see 8 days there, and look at the next race, 10 days. So we might actually have an improved gearbox for this race, would be awesome, but we're going to continue on to when car repair is finished. And we are actually already working on a gearbox with the reliability, so we're going to try and get that reliability up to a decent amount, then switch it over to performance, so hopefully we can have a bit of a better gearbox than what we already have. But basically what we want to be doing is, as soon as this other gearbox finishes designing, we want to switch over to that, sort of focus on the reliability. Sorry, I can't speak for some reason. And then we're going to switch to performance there, hopefully it gets better. And let's just go forward to when this gearbox is done. Alright, designing gearbox finish. That's what we like to see. So we got 2 days to Paul Ricard. Are we going to be able to rush out this gearbox in time? It is a decent improvement to this one. And it's already got good reliability on it. So we're just going to work on performance, try and get them as equal as possible. Who's got more podiums? So who's got the better engine? Sorry. We'll give Lando the better engine in qualifying. So I guess we'll see and give Ricardo the better gearbox, but it'll be minimal difference anyway. We've got to design a new part. I keep forgetting about that. So what do we work on next? I think the gearbox we made decent strides in. I think we got to go to the suspension because that's our next sort of lowest. So we're going to chuck on that one. That would be a good help because you can use that part straight away because of the high reliability on it. So let's go forward to Paul Ricard. Let's have a quick look at this gearbox so I remember to put it on. And yeah, there's, like I said, a 2 performance difference, and the reliability is better on the lower part anyway. So I think that's a pretty good fair trade. Lando's got the better engine with the boost in qualifying, of course, quite a significant boost as well, so 25 performance. So hopefully you can see that sort of come to fruition in the race. But I'm going to go ahead, look at the pit crew, switch out the fatigued members and do practice Q1, Q2. I'll see you for qualifying. Okay, to Q3 at Paul Ricard in the deserts of France. It's a classic, isn't it? It's the old desert. That's why there's never any rain here. It's because it's a desert in the game. But let's go. It's quite a long lap around here. I finally got the perfect setup with Daniel Ricciardo. It took quite a bit of tweaking, but we got there in the end. I think we're just going to do 2 simple, super soft runs just for simplicity. I've been struggling a little bit with Lando's set up a little with the handling, as you can see there. Hopefully we can get a purple face, the excellent, because you know it's good to have that little edge. But here we go. Where are we? 2nd and 5th. Okay, Daniel. We hear you. Third now, that's alright. 8th, come on Lando. You got that engine boost. We should be seeing a bit better lap times from you, mate, but that's alright. Let's send him out now with 3 minutes to go in the session. Give him a bit of a gap, and it's Lando's. And we again with the handling. Let's just go to the 98% because we need a good lap from Lando here. Get closer to 3rd place. Let's follow him through the sectors here. Green, 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 9th. Okay, doesn't really make sense to me there, but Ricciardo out qualifies Lando yet again, despite Lando having the better engine. And we start to ask the question, do we give the qualified boost engine to Daniel Ricciardo? Because, to be honest, it could be a curse, because Lando doesn't seem to be doing much better with it. And if you look at Daniel Ricciardo, he's not far off Valtteri Bottas. So if maybe he had that little bit of an engine boost, he could have sneaked into 3rd place, but onto the race. Alright, race day. It's going to be about pure pace today, of course, at Paul Ricard. No rain, so we're going to go soft tyres. We're on the better strategy. Hopefully Ricciardo gets a good start, and Lando as well, but it'd be good to see Lando go to the Ricciardo to go to the front of the grid. It'd be great to see Lando go to the front of the grid as well from 9th place, but realistically, not going to happen. But we'll go in with an open mind here. Attack, overtake, overtake, attack. Let's do it. Come on. Let's follow on board with Ricciardo because he's the driver in front. If he can get a good start here, jump both Mercedes and the Red Bull. Oh, that's a decent start. Norris is battling with 10th. He flicked up to 8th for a split second as well. I'm watching him down there, but both our drivers have dropped. Oh no, Norris up to 8th. We're still in 5th with Daniel Ricciardo. And we're going to go into 12 times here because 4 times doesn't seem to be working. And it's now 6th and 9th, and the tyre temps around here are a bit of a joke. They've already almost peaked, and we're just going to tell them to go high there, and we've dropped back with Daniel Ricciardo, which isn't great now, is it? Let's just look after the fuel and go long on this first stint, because I think we're going to have to try and work in the pits here, get a bit of an edge in pit strategy, because it looks like on pace we're not quite there, which is a bit disappointing, and we're just continuing to drop down. There's a Williams in front of us. What is going on here? The Spartan Racing curse has carried over to the McLaren save, I think. We're in a world of pain at the moment. We've dropped right back down. Oh no, this is not what you like to see, but we're going to power through this, conserve on the tyres. To be fair, they've all absolutely slaughtered their tyres. So I reckon there's obviously a distinctive super soft advantage around here, which is fine, because now they're going to either have to stop again or go into medium tyres, which I'm sure are even slower than our softs. So you know, it all comes around in the end. And right now we're in 8th and 9th. We haven't stopped yet. Everyone else who's pitted has got to stop again anyway. So, again, we're not going to read too much into the first half of this race just yet. But, hopefully we can get a few more positions now. Because right now we're definitely not second for the weekend. We are, in fact, out of the scoring points, second last on the weekend. As you see there, we only get 6 points with the current standings. But, I mean, yeah. We can only be optimistic at this point. Surely Ocon won't be able to maintain that position. We're going to pit Lando Norris. And what is he going to go on here? They reckon 28 laps. Do we want to stint? I'm thinking we switch to a double stop on super softs. Just because how much pace? Yeah, let's try something different here. Let's go something completely out of the blue. Something I don't usually do, but maybe we'll do a split strategy. We'll put Lando on this strategy because those super softs look bloody quick. Didn't they though? We got absolutely smashed. In fact, I might even do the same strategy for Daniel Ricciardo because it seems to be the quicker way around here for some reason. We're going to go safe. We won't push on these tyres, but we'll just be on them because I think it's just quicker. So if we don't push on them, hopefully we can make up some ground here. They're not going to last very long, we understand that. And how are we going now? We're in the middle of the pack, so it's good to be on the racier tyre. We've taken a bit of a risk here, but hopefully it pays off. We're going to zoom ahead in this race. We've got plenty of fuel, so we're going to go on overtake mode for both drivers. It's time to close some gaps and work your way through the pack, lads. Come on, get your head down. Tyres are starting to overheat on the Lando Norris mobile, so we're going to go conserve, look after them a little bit, and same for Daniel Ricciardo. Chuck it back on neutral, and man, Lando is really rough on these tyres, isn't he? But right now we're in 8th and 11th, so it's sort of where we were before. Everyone's still got to stop again, including us. So we could be on here. We've used a lot of our excess fuel, so we're going to go back on the medium fuel setting. And now I think we see out the race on the old softs. I mean, how long has this stint been? 12 laps. So maybe if we go easy on the super softs, we can make them last to the end. and if we start conserving this stint now. So we'll probably look to bring Lando in now and just tell him to go easy on the super softs, because the super softs are the quicker tyre today. I have to sort of accept the fact that the mediums may not be the tyre to be on today, and the super softs is where it's at. So we're going to go with that and just conserve on them. Look after those tyres. They got some great pace. As you see, we are chopping down gaps all around us. So look, we could be on here. There's still a couple cars ahead after stop. Ocon's not one of them, and he's the only one that we could realistically catch. Norris is up into 9th, and we're still on 6 points. But I think it was worth the gamble on the strategy. Again, it's not something I usually do, and I knew this race was going to be all about genuine car pace, which we just don't have. Ricardo's only on a 2.4. Ricardo's on a Norris is on a 5.7. So not the best race for my drivers. Ricciardo, I thought he had pace this weekend because of his performance in qualifying, but didn't translate well to the race at all. And yeah, just one of those races for us today. Unfortunately, we'll be adding to those 5 podiums. It's going to be a measly 8th and 9th, and I don't think I'm going to be a popular man with the chairman after this result. But what can you do? That Ferrari has really turned things up, as we predicted, because they got that test track. They can just churn out engines, and high quality engines at that. So Max Verstappen wins this race. I feel like it's been a Lewis domination so far, but Leclerc's on the podium yet again. Other than that, I mean, I don't know. Ocon was on a really good strategy. Maybe the mediums were a racy tyre as well, because he made those mediums last yonks. In fact, I can't even see. Well, lap 40 pitted, so there's a couple drivers of mediums. I'm just trying to find out what went wrong there for future sort of reference, but I couldn't tell you. I guess we just didn't have the pace. But you get those races. We're not going to dwell on it too much. Hopefully someone in front of us was cheating, but I doubt it. Yeah, no one was. It was just one of those things. So anyway, that's Paul Ricard. Okay, so even though we got 5th in that race weekend, we didn't lose any chairman's happiness, which is, I mean, it's good, but I'm not sure what we have to do. I guess we have to have 2 DNFs to finish 10th to lose chairman happiness, which, I mean, I'm happy. We have no pressure on our job, but marketability, we lost 1%, which, I mean, you get with bad forms, just don't you? I'm just a bit disappointed in the way Daniel Ricciardo sort of dropped straight from the get-go. I'm not really understanding what happened there, but I guess it just happens from time to time. The interview's probably not going to be pretty. If you don't answer it, you get a massive marketability drop. So I'm just going to say Daniel Ricciardo. I think that they're both pretty equal. Both of them have their days, but there's no point taking like a 10% marketability drop just for saying none of them. So I just usually go with the team that's higher in the standings, which is Daniel Ricciardo at the moment. So look, back to our goals that I talked about at the start of the series, which I haven't really touched on. They've been at the start of most of the videos, but we needed to do better than McLaren in real life, and I believe that total was around 159, so I think we're going to do that quite convincingly around 10, but I don't think we're going to win the Silverstone GP. I just have a sneaky feeling that a race win might be a bit out of our hands, but we can damn give it a good shot. So Red Bull have actually put themselves back up a little bit in the top speed graph. They were dropping off a little bit. Look, we're not that far behind. It just wasn't our weekend, I don't think. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that race. It was a bit of a quick one, but I thought there was no point, you know, dragging that one out. It wasn't really much to see on the track. We tried something a bit different with the strategy, but I think I'm pretty happy making it work on the softs next time round. Thought we'd try something a bit different on the super softs. Didn't really get us anywhere. Who knows? Alternate reality, we could have stayed on the softs and got one position better over Ocon, but there's no point wasting time thinking about what it could have been. So if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like. Check out the live streams with Spartan Racing. It's quite interesting in Formula 3, completely different to Formula 1. It's so even. Like one part puts you to 1st, and then a couple days later you're back down in 7th. It's mad. So check that out for something different. Of course, all the mods I use in the description below. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord server, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, but I'm sure you already are, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.